David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long. Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Walters. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it for a big play. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Huskers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They get him down with this offensive setup, 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moran. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
A long way to go on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Extending the play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Walters. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft.
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Huskers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the section.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Making side adjustments here. Snap to the back. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Northwestern. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. Crosses the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He smashes his way through again. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence. Defense getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Moran. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Moran. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and they'll have an opportunity for a really long field goal try as they save those precious seconds. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feel those footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forced to.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The inside handoff. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a man. It's Walters. Completes it in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Finds a tight end. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. To the air. It's Walters. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown! Touchdown, Huskers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Unloads it left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Wildcats have it back to the Northwestern offense, headed out. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up at 12. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game.
He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moran. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Second and short. Maybe looking for a shot. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got the back over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's a heat. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a third and 1. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Might be changing the route. Right down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.